My friends, have you ever believed that a small, fourth-tier team could shake the entire football world to its core? That night at Blundell Park, Grimsby Town wrote one of the most dramatic and shocking chapters in English football history. They faced Manchester United, a giant of the game, a name that has always made opponents tremble. But instead of bowing their heads, they charged into the match with no fear, playing as if it was the final battle of their lives. The result was nothing short of a football earthquake. Grimsby stormed the pitch like a tidal wave and left everyone speechless. The match ended 2-2, and then came the nerve-shredding penalty shootout that turned into a marathon of tension. Fans could not believe their eyes when Grimsby defeated Manchester United 12-11 on penalties. That number alone sounds insane. It was one of the sweetest and most unthinkable victories ever. The whole of England exploded. Social media caught fire with posts, memes, and praise for the underdogs. This was described as the shock of the century, one of the greatest upsets the Carabao Cup had ever seen. The British press, from The Times to Reuters to Sport Bible, all reported it. Keywords like giant killing, historic upset, viral shock instantly climbed the trending charts. But as always, football has a way of turning triumph into comedy. Just a day after living their dream victory, Grimsby were hit with punishment from the English Football League, and the reason was almost laughable. They had fielded an ineligible player. That player was Clarke Oduor, a loanee from Bradford City. The problem was not missing paperwork or deliberate cheating. It was because Grimsby submitted his registration exactly 1 minute late, one single minute past the 12 o'clock noon deadline. That tiny delay was enough to drag Grimsby into controversy. The EFL stated clearly that the club would be fined £20,000, £10,000 to be paid immediately, and £10,000 suspended until the end of the season. If they repeated the offense, the remaining amount would also be due. The EFL admitted the mistake had no malicious intent, and even recognized that Grimsby themselves reported it the very next day. Still, it felt cruel. You defeat Manchester United and then become a laughingstock because of 1 minute. Fans immediately turned the incident into a viral storm. Memes flooded social networks with captions like, "Deadline missed by 1 minute." The internet had a field day. What made it even more ironic was that Clarke Oduor, the ineligible player, was the only man to miss his penalty in the shootout. People joked endlessly that if he had scored, Grimsby might have gone down in history as flawless. Instead, they became the heroes of both a legendary victory and a ridiculous administrative blunder. Looking back, Grimsby are not the first to suffer such fate. Liverpool in 2019 were fined £200,000 for using Pedro Chiribala without clearance. Sunderland and Accrington Stanley were also punished in 2013 and 2016. But the Grimsby story is unique because the victory against Manchester United was monumental, and the mistake came down to a mere 60 seconds. That is why the story spread like wildfire, part legend and part comedy. While Grimsby were basking in their bittersweet fame, chaos was also brewing at Old Trafford. After a series of mistakes from Andre Onana and Altay Binder, Manchester United announced the signing of 23-year-old goalkeeper Sen Lammens from Royal Antwerp for £18 million. This move was widely seen as a direct challenge to Onana, who was once the #1 hope between the posts. Lammens' arrival has thrown the United dressing room into a suffocating competition. Onana publicly expressed his desire to stay, but British media insist the chance of him leaving is very high, especially with the Saudi and Turkish transfer windows still open. It is not only Onana under pressure. Altay Binder is also on the verge of being shipped out after repeated errors. Tyrell Malacia, the Dutch left-back, nearly secured a loan move to Elche, but the deal collapsed at the last minute, leaving him in limbo. All of this has left Manchester United in turmoil. Fans are frustrated, the media is full of shocking headlines, and for us YouTubers, this chaos is golden content. So what do we have here? A chain of events that could not be more perfect for drama. A fourth-tier team topples a football giant. A 1-minute late registration turns joy into punishment. A fan community creating viral memes that circle the globe. And a Manchester United squad drowning in crisis, with a goalkeeper war about to erupt. Every detail screams hook. Every twist screams trending topic. And that, my friends, is why this story will go down as one of the most unforgettable sagas in modern football. If this shook your world, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into football's wildest stories. Your support is what keeps this channel alive, and together we will continue to relive the moments that make the beautiful game so breathtaking.